Never let go of me.
Hey guys, how's it going today? So many people from the Theta community have asked me to do a TA on Theta, Tfuel, and Tdrop. So that's what I'm gonna do today, and I'm gonna show you a bit of the direction of how these coins are gonna do and what I'm thinking they're gonna do. Just note that this is not financial advice. This is just purely my opinion. This is what I think. This is what I see, and I'm just here to show you what direction we're possibly taking in the future. I'm very bullish on Tfuel. I have always been bullish on Tfuel. You know, if you know me from Twitter, I have been shielding to buy Tfuel ever since like 2019. I personally bought into Tfuel very early on less than 1 cent, and 6 months later we went to almost $1, and it was a very good trade. Many of you may know me by that trade mostly because I made it all public on Twitter. So I was able to catch the bottom once with Tfuel and with Theta. Although I never got into Theta. My I have a friend, so shout out to my friend Don. My friend Don, he got into Theta, and he introduced me into Tfuel back in like 2019. Just short funny story. So I back in 2019, I was going to the Cardano Summit conference, which was on April something in 2019, and I was going there, and I was staying at a friend's apartment, and my friend Don, he was his roommate, and I instantly clicked with Don because my friend, he was into crypto back in 2019, and not many people were around crypto in 2019. So I got to be able to talk with him about crypto, and he ironically, when I was going to a Cardano Summit conference, he started talking to me about Theta and Tfuel, and I mean, no, I mean, not Tfuel back then, because I think Tfuel was not existing back then, just Theta. But he introduced me, and I didn't pay much mind on it because I was going to Cardano's conference. I was invested in Cardano at 1 cent back then. Like at that moment, Cardano was like 9 cents at the time of the Cardano summit, I think. Yeah. So after that, I got into Cardano, and I started looking some things into Theta and Tfuel, and boy, like I was surprised with the project. The project is really good. I started getting in depth on the project. I started loving it. I started liking, like, not the TA on it, but I got into Theta Tfuel mostly because of the fundamentals. The fundamentals are really good, and if you're invested in Theta and Tfuel, the fundamentals are, man, they're really good. They have some really strong partners, and that's a big community too. And so yeah, for the future of Theta and Tfuel, like, I'm always optimistic on them. They're coins that I am a strong believer on a fundamental point. But, like, I'm a TA person too. I don't only do fundamentals. I've always been doing TA since 2017, and I see a good TA on both of them. So it's not just fundamental; it's both fundamental and TA for me. So what I'm gonna try to explain today is gonna be on a more on a TA point of view, because yeah, that's what I'm sure. But before doing that, I want to show you a these hold on, these data roadmap, which they just released, I think this week. No, the last week. I'm sorry. I'm a bit lost with time. Uh, so yeah, with the roadmap, it was a good roadmap. They just released it, and if you understand the potential of this roadmap, it has a lot of potential. Like, personally, what I'm the most interested and the most, like, happy of and excited of are these two. So the ecosystem for me, that's That's the most important. Oh my, wait, just give me a moment. It's just close it. So yeah, the ecosystem, the support ecosystem projects to go live with the TNT 20 tokens, that's gonna be something really good. That's gonna come, and that's for me. That's the best thing. And you know, Theta, they have a big community and they have a big ecosystem. On these just 2 years, where the whole market has been going down, like Theta has not stopped growing their ecosystem, and their ecosystem continues to be a very strong ecosystem, and they just continue growing, man. They just continue and grow. They're continuously growing, and they're getting as much as people as they can on their ecosystem, as much as projects they can. So now with this support, they're gonna, those tokens, those projects that are involved inside the ecosystem, they're gonna be able to have and sell their tokens, their TNT 20 tokens. So let's say, just for example, we have I think the last partnership with Fed.ai. Yeah, so by Q2, there may be a chance that Fed AI releases their own coin, and that's going to bring a lot of volume into Theta and Tfuel. Just that alone, projects from the ecosystem, inside the ecosystem, are going to bring money into Theta. And Mitch has always been telling us about mass adoption. We're going to get mass adoption ever since 2021. So for me, this is that mass adoption, and it's just it's gonna take some time. It's not gonna be from today and to tomorrow. This is gonna take some time, because we're gonna need to slowly projects are gonna start coming and peering into inside Theta Tfue. And then the other point I'm very bullish and optimistic on roadmap, Theta roadmap, is on the circle one, which is on Q3. So on Q3, we're going to have a support for TNT 20 token rewards. For me, that means airdrops. So all you got, that's a way to do a lot of money. I've lived through this, and this is a good way of raising capital if you don't have any capital, or if you have low capital, because by supporting those ecosystem projects, you have to do little to just support them. You can just, like, there's certain things that you have to do, like just be active on the Discord, just be chatting, or be invested since day one, and just by holding, let's say you put buy at least $500. I mean, that's gonna be pending. We still don't know the requirements to for a possible airdrop, but eventually by Q3, I mean, whatever support you gave and they required for that project in specific, by Q3, there is a good chance that you're gonna have an airdrop and you're gonna get rewarded for that. So those rewards for me, they look very bullish, and they look like they're gonna bring a lot of volume to Theta, because that's gonna bring a lot of interest from investors. It's just some fundamentals that I'm putting mine on, before I touch some TA. But now let's touch some TA on both Theta and Tfuel and Tdrop. First, I'm gonna do some Theta token. So yeah, first we're gonna watch a Theta token USDT. Hey guys, sorry I just got cut there. So back with the Theta Tfue TA now. We're gonna do some Tfue quickly. And we're gonna try to do it as organized as possible so you guys can understand. If you guys don't understand something, or you have a question, just make sure you ask in the comments, please. So first we have a confirmed resistance line in here. And we have already 3 confirmed points. We have 1, 2, 3. This is our three confirmed points in here. I'm putting a 4 with the question mark because I'm expecting it to break above it. As you can see in here, this is a clear falling wedge. I'm gonna try to put an image in here so you guys can compare this image. The falling wedge. You just got close. But goes down, goes up, goes down, goes up, retest, and then it breaks. So in here we are currently on the retest, and it's about to break. We are still pending if we're gonna break. It all depends on Bitcoin, and it all depends on Ethereum too. But if we break, we could likely see this as a target. The reason I have this as a target, first target, not my main target, but as my first target. Also remember, there's something I have to note from this. This is a weekly chart, and I'm a long-term investor purely. This is not a short-term analysis. So if you're looking for a short-term analysis or quick way to make money, this is not it. This is purely a long-term investing TA. So yeah, reason this is a target because I have a confirmed resistance line in here. Why is it resistance line? Because it was a previous support. It used it several times and confirmed it. So we know this is a very strong line. So if Theta were ever to break, I will have this as my target. This is my first target and in here, and I will expect a bounce. I would expect the bounce to. It could go like this. We don't know what's gonna do, but we could start going to a side trend because right now we're in a bird trend. We need to break that bird trend right now. We're still on a break trend on odds, right, guys? So as long as we're in a big break trend, like anything can happen still. So once we break this trend, we're gonna be in a confirmed side market, and we're gonna start being very, very volatile. A lot of going up and down is gonna be seen by then. We still don't know what's gonna happen. This is just my targets. This is just probable target to have in mind, so you guys can have in mind. And yeah, this is gonna be my first target, and I'm gonna expect it to bounce, start breaking. I'm actually gonna try to predict where it's gonna go to once it comes down. What I just used was a Fibonacci. I'm gonna try to see this as a buy area. This is just probable. I mean, I will need to update this once we actually reach there because we don't know if it's gonna break above it. It could also have a, it could also go to the golden pocket, which is labeled right here, and it could also go to the sell target, which is labeled right here at around $8. I'm gonna how I got these targets, I just made a Fibonacci on the long-term analysis. So as of now, this is how it's looking. We could go as much as I believe we're on our path to go right now as much as $4. But if we were to break this resistance line, we could really go to an area of $7 to $11. Remember, we're still not on a bull trend on altcoins, nor Bitcoin is still on an actual bull trend. We're still on a, I believe we're in a side market, and I mean, I'm talking on a very TA point of view. Although I'm very bullish and optimistic on Bitcoin, you still have to keep in mind both scenarios. You still have to keep in mind the bearish likely scenario and the bullish likely scenario. So I'm just trying to be realistic in here. Personally, I believe Bitcoin's gonna reach to at least 80K this year, at least this year, if not just 50K. But we have to go to 50K and then break to 80K at least this year. And if Bitcoin is gonna go up, I'm expecting Theta Tfuel to go up, especially because of the roadmap as we saw before. So yeah, my first target here will be we're on the road to 3.82, but this is just likely target. It's not likely to. I mean, we could bounce not as heavily, and then we can just bounce fast and then go fast up to this area because I need to point this out. This, if you watch carefully the Mac and D, it looks like we're gonna enter a bullish side now because we've been just purely on bearish, and now we're starting. It looks like we're gonna see some actual volume, buying volume in here. So the weekly chart looks very good, guys. The weekly chart looks very good. The long term of data, it looks very promising. It looks good. We just need time to go by and tell us what's up. Now let's do a Tfuel. Oh, I also uploaded these data analyses. If you want to keep track of these charts, I uploaded to my data ideas, and it's right here. You're gonna be able to watch it right here, and you're gonna be able to watch it live on TradingView by pressing right here. Like, so if you just want to keep track of these trades, just subscribe to my TradingView. Now let's do a T-Fuel now. Personally, I'm more optimistic on T-Fuel. I have always been more bullish on T-Fuel than Theta. I mean, when I got introduced to the Theta project, I went in all in for T-Fuel. I never bought Theta. Although I know Theta is more important, but I believe on a TA wise perspective, T-Fuel has more upside than Theta. So both are equally good for me. Both are equally good for me. I just believe, person, that's my own opinion. T-Fuel is my to go if I were to choose. So this is my T-Fuel chart now. I like this chart a lot, and this is actually one of my best charts of all the ones I have. Reason is because it has a really promising TA. We respected these previous resistance from the all-time high. That makes me the most comfortable because as long as we do not break that line, we're still bullish. So I'm still bullish in this coin. I'm still bullish in T-Fuel's future. Number 2 point that we can identify again is the MACD. We can see a trend change soon. Equal to Theta, both look same right here. If you notice these lines, these are institutional money, you know, and we can clearly see some institutional money ever since 0.4 cents until now, you could say, which means people have been accumulating T-Fuel a lot. And if you see on the shorter term, like on the dailies, you can also see a lot of institutional money that has been flowing in here. More on T-Fuel than but I think both equally. Yeah, both equally. So yeah, let's get back to the weekly chart now. So yeah, uh, we can also see a resistance line in here with 4 confirmed points. So this resistance line is stronger than the one on Theta because it has 4 points. We can clearly say this is a resistance line. And something we from the old time, ever since we reached the 0.67 cents, we have been on a downtrend, on a clear downtrend with T-Fuel. And when we reach, this is a buy target I had. Once we reach my buy target, we have ever since just been on a side trend. So personally, I believe we have been on a side trend accumulation stage on T-Fuel. This has just been a buy area. This is for me just an accumulation area. And I believe whales are accumulating, and I mean the MACD looks promising too, right? On this whole area has been a confirmed accumulation area. And yeah, so my next target with Tfuel, if that's the case, if we were to break this resistance line, because the most important objective we have right now with the Tfuel is this one. This is our biggest enemy right now. It's this line. It's this line. It's 7 cents. Whenever we reach like the 8 cents mark, we get immediately rejected. So that means that's a side trend for me. Because it's been not one time, it's been not two times. It's been 2 times. Yeah, it's been 2 times. I think 3 times. No, it's been 2 times. Almost three. Yeah, almost 3 times. So once we break this resistance line, this black resistance line in here, we there's nothing that can stop us to go to the target area. So I believe we're gonna go straight to 0.24 cents as maximum, as 0.24 cents, which would be an increase of pricing 332%. That's a difference at the difference of Theta. That's almost 100% more. It's almost 100% more. And that's just the first target. If we were to break, we could go, I believe we could go also to as much as 67 cents or even higher. But it all depends on the fundamentals, man. It all depends on the fundamentals. Remember, I mean, don't only rely on TA, you also have to see the fundamentals. Both are equally as important. So TA is just the guide for your fundamentals, and TA is your guide for the prices. Fundamentals are the guide to know you're in the right project. If we see now on the slash BTC, right now I'm using the Tfuel BTC chart. We Something we have seen right now is Theta Tfuel has not gone up as much. Why is that? It's because Bitcoin is going up, and whenever Bitcoin is going up, odds don't do good. So if we see this indicator right now, right here, let me check. It's a BTC dominance. We check the BTC dominance. The BTC dominance has been just breaking, man. Check this week. This is on the weekly chart. This looks, oof, it's an increase in 5%, not 5%, almost 10% in just the dominance. So it means, what does the Bitcoin dominance mean? It means people are wanting to change their altcoins to Bitcoins in order to preserve those Bitcoins. So right now it's not really a good moment to buy any altcoins, not just Theta and Tfuel specifically, any altcoins, because people are more interested in BTC right now. Once BTC starts going up as much and starts calming down and setting down, altcoins are gonna be a good moment. How do we identify that moment? We identify it by Ethereum. Ethereum is gonna be that indicator. I can get more in depth about that on the next video, but not on this one, because this one is a Theta, Tfuel, and Tdrop dedicated video. Now I'm gonna do so on the to get back on the Tfuel now fast. If we see like how do we prove that it's not a good moment for the altcoins? Check this chart. This chart is the Tfuel Bitcoin chart. We see it's gonna break down. So I'm expecting some more downside on Tfuel right now. It's gonna break. We don't know. It could break at 30%, which is gonna trigger Tfuel to go to maybe 142. And yeah, I mean, right now it's not good for altcoins, and we can go down on Bitcoin's price. Like, remember, I'm talking Theta Bitcoin. We can go down as much as like 10%. But on Theta Tfuel, we can just go down. These are just two different charts to watch at the end. I mean, just different perspectives to watch it. Like, that's how you know altcoin. Whenever altcoins are doing good, you check slash BTC, and whenever Bitcoin is doing good, you always check slash USDT. You can clearly see this if you check here on my watch list. Now check the difference between. I got two Tfuel charts. I got Tfuel USDT and it's up 1.6%. But my Tfuel BTC is down 2.4%. It's just two different ways and perspective to trade each coins. So yeah, now back on the Theta, on Tfuel, on USDT price, I can see an increase to up to 2.24 cents. But on the price of Bitcoin, I can see a decrease. So it means you may have less Bitcoins at the end. It doesn't mean you're gonna have necessarily less money. It means you're gonna have less Bitcoins at the end. So yeah. Um we are, so as of now, we're still on a side trend. For me, we're still on a side trend. If you see, we're until we break this resistance line, we're gonna be probably moving to an uptrend. So this is just my target one. We can go as I said, as much as here up, or we can just even break. We don't know that. Once the price reaches there, we're gonna have to do another TA and make another analysis. So now to Tdrop. I think I have Tdrop. Yeah, I got Tdrop. Oh, there it is. So this is my long-term Tdrop, and I uploaded this video a long time ago, and I placed these whole big areas my buy area. So I think, I mean, Tdrop hasn't done anything yet. Tdrop is relatively a new coin. So as of now, I just believe we're just on a big accumulation area with Tdrop. And it's been respecting it. I uploaded this chart like 3 months ago or 2 months ago, and it has been ever since just a buy area. So as long as we keep in here, it's just a buy area. So Tdrop, like, just keep accumulating Tdrop, forget about it, and then expect for it to do a times 5 whenever the next bull run is gonna do. And my probable targets for it is 3 cents. So I can see an increase on Tdrop of about 700% on the long future. I don't expect anything on Tdrop on the near future. I don't hold any Tdrop, but I can see that increase. I don't know the length on the time it's gonna take, but that's what I'm seeing in the long term future. But yeah, guys, I think that's it. Oh, if you see here on the Theta, one thing else, like one thing before we end this. So notice how I spoke to you about the slash BTC. So on Tfuel, this is what we're currently seeing on Tfuel right now. We have a symmetrical triangle right here. Now let's see the Theta. We also have a symmetrical triangle going on right here, but we broke downside. We actually broke on Tfuel. Oh, on this is Theta, my bad. So as of now, right now, we can clearly see, to summarize this video, we can clearly see alts are not doing good, and that's because Bitcoin is going up. So as you can see, like, we broke the symmetrical triangle on Theta Bitcoin, and that's the possible outcome now that we could see on Tfuel. We still, this is not confirmed. That's just a possible outcome. But yeah, other than that, like, this is just because Bitcoin is going up like crazy. That's only because it. So still on the future, I'm still optimistic, and as of now, like, I mean, I made a prediction on Bitcoin that it's gonna go to at least 32K and then 50K, but it's gonna rip right now to 32K. So people that are invested on altcoins are gonna really feel that pain. And as of now, it's a better time to buy Bitcoin than it is to buy altcoins. That's in general. It's not any. There's no altcoins in specific that are looking better than Bitcoin ever. Bitcoin is the best ever. So anyways, yeah, to conclude, like, so yeah, with my predictions on Tfuel, I'm very optimistic with Tfuel. I believe right now we're on the path to 0.24 cents, and with Theta, we're on our path to at least $4, which I see more increase on Tfuel than I see uh, on Theta. And then we saw Tdrop. Tdrop is just is there. I mean, there's no really much history going on with the Tdrop's TA, because we all know that's a new coin. It was born on. I mean, we only have history from last year, February. So we really don't have much to work in. The most basic thing I can do here is buy area. And it looks like it's an accumulation stage. We haven't broken this area, and this area has been respecting a very strong support. So as long as we don't break below, and if we break below, I mean, we are going to have to change this target, and I will have to update it. So yeah, but right as of now, we can see a target of at least 100% on the future. I'm not saying any dates, because I mean, we don't know when that's gonna happen. But anyways, guys, that was it for my first Theta Tfuel Tdrop video. If you have any questions regarding Theta Tfuel and Tdrop on TA specifics, just let me know. If you guys want to be updated, you can check these charts on my trading view by just subscribing to me, and you will have live updates of these charts. You'll be able to see them, like the Theta chart I uploaded, for example. And if you want to join our Discord, we have a Discord too. So just it's all gonna be on the description down below. So, alright, guys, till next time.